There are many different workbenches in Minecraft, but do you even know what each one of these do? If not, stay tuned, because in this video I will tell you everything you need to know about all the workbenches. First, the OG itself, the crafting table, which can be crafted like this. It's the first and most common thing to make in a new world. First of all, a crafting table can be used to craft things, we all know that. But there is also this recipe book here that can help you craft things faster or just show you all the recipes. But what you might not know is that crafting tables can also be used for repairing your tools, but doing it will remove any enchantments from them. So if you want to keep them, you need to use an anvil. Next up we have the furnace, and it can be crafted like this. The furnace's main use is to smelt items and cook food. The fuel goes in the bottom slot and the thing you want to smelt goes to the top. It takes exactly 200 game ticks or 10 seconds to smelt one item. About the same time it takes for you to set up a brand new Minecraft server using wisehosting.com, our new hosting website. Anyway, this makes a single furnace's smelting rate 360 items per hour. Talking about fuel sources, for example, one coal can smelt 8 items, and it will keep on burning even after all the items are smelted. So don't waste your coal. Smelting items also gives you XP, and the exact amount depends on the item smelted. This feature can be used to create furnace XP farms. Furnaces also give off a light when lit, and to be more exact, 13 light levels, so almost as much as a torch. Moving on, we have the blast furnace. This is an armorer villager's job site block. It can be crafted like this. The blast furnace can only smelt ores, raw metals and metal armor and tools. Nothing else works here. However, it does that twice as fast when compared to a regular furnace, so instead of taking 10 seconds, it only takes 5. Blast furnace also emits 13 light levels and gives you XP after smelting the items. So remember, the blast furnace is a specialized type of furnace for smelting ores, armor and tools. But now the brewing stand. This is a cleric villager's job site block, which can be crafted like this. The main purpose of a brewing stand is to allow for the brewing of potions, but it needs blaze powder as fuel, and it goes right here. Each piece brews 20 batches of potions, and there is no time limit, so it won't run out before the 20 batches of potions are all brewed. It can also interact with hoppers from 3 different sides, making it possible to build automatic potion brewers. The stands also give off a light level of 1. Next we have the cartography table. This is a cartographer's villager's job site block, and it can be crafted easily like this. Open up the cartography table and you will see this. To zoom out your new map, put it into the top slot, and on the bottom goes just a regular paper. Then take your new map, and as you can see, it's quite a lot zoomed out. This can be done 4 times in total to a single map. Here you can also see the difference between the zoomed out and the regular map, as well as some other info regarding each stage of the zoom. Next, let's take a look at the cloning feature. In the top slot goes your map again, but instead of paper, just put a new empty map. And just like this, you have 2 of the same map. And finally, the lock feature. Just place your map into top and the glass pane in the bottom slot. This will lock your map, meaning that even if the terrain changes, your map will still remain the same. This is great if you want to preserve the pixel art you just made. Moving on, we have the Fletching Table. This is a Fletcher villager's job site block, and here is the crafting recipe. And surprisingly, the Fletching Table has pretty much no use. You can't right click it or anything. It's only in the game to be the Fletcher villager's job site block. What is interesting though is that when right clicking the table in spectator mode, the crafting table UI pops up for a split second. I think that in the future we might be able to use this as a workbench as well, but what for exactly is a mystery. Now the Grindstone. This is a weaponsmith villager's job site block and can be crafted like this. They basically have 2 uses. First one is the ability to disenchant items. Just put in the item you want to remove the enchant from, and you will get the same item back without any enchants and also a little bit of experience. Very useful when you get a bad enchant from the enchanting table and want to try again. The other use for Grindstone is that you can combine 2 broken items into one. Basically the same thing you can do in the crafting table, and once again you will lose the enchant here. Next up, the Lectern. This is a librarian villager's job site block. it is crafted like this. But how is the Lectern useful? Well, the main use of it is to display books, like this. But Lecterns also give out a redstone signal with the comparator. The strength of the signal depends on what page is turned in that book. This is a pretty interesting feature and can be used to create some secret doors, for example. Moving on, we have the Loom. This is a shepherd villager's job site block. It can be crafted like this. Loom has only one, but a pretty important use: customizing the banners in the game. Here you can see that there are 3 input slots and 1 output slot. In the first slot, place the banner. In the second one, your die. And in the third one, you can use the banner patterns. There are 6 total banner patterns in Java Edition, and a lot of different ways you can use the dies to customize your banners. I won't go over everything, but if you want to know more, then there are many guides available on the internet. Next in the line, the Smithing Table. This is a toolsmith villager's job site block. It can be crafted as shown. The main use of the Smithing Table is to upgrade diamond tools and armor into netherite tools and armor. And in the 1.20 we will also be able to add trims to armors with the Smithing Table, which I can't wait to do in the new version. But now the Smoker. This is a butcher villager's job site block. It can be crafted like this. Smokers can only be used to cook food items, but it does that twice as fast as a regular furnace. Smoker also emits 13 light levels when lit and gives you XP after cooking the items. Next on our list, the Stonecutter. This is a mason villager's job site block. It can be crafted just like this. The Stonecutter is an alternative to the crafting table to craft the stone related blocks. It also allows you to skip some steps when crafting certain blocks. For example, a stone block can be turned directly into chiseled stone bricks without requiring multiple steps like with a crafting table. Stone cutting is also more efficient than crafting in certain recipes. For example, in the crafting table 6 full blocks are used to craft 4 stairs, while the Stonecutter yields you 1 stairs per 1 full block, which is very nice. Moving on, we have the Anvil, and it can be crafted like this. First of all, items can be repaired using their original material, unlike in a crafting table or a grindstone. It can also be used to combine 2 items without losing the enchants, and not only that, but the enchants can be combined. For example, making 2 Unbreaking 2 books into 1 Unbreaking 3 book. You can also add enchanted books to tools and armor right here. We have made a full enchanting guide before, so if you are interested, you can check out that video. And a fun feature here is that you can name whatever items in here. It doesn't even have to be a tool or an armor piece. Just remember that all of these actions will use up your experience. But now the Enchanting Table, which can be crafted like this. An item can be enchanted by placing it in the input slots and 1 to 3 lapis in its dedicated slot. To get the max level 30 enchantment, you need to place 15 bookshelves around your enchantment table. For example, like this. Just don't place anything right between them. And to try out all of these workbenches with your friends, I recommend checking out wisehosting.com and getting yourself a server. Thanks for watching, see ya!